Alright, so what is the difference between shutter speed, aperture, and ISO? Now first off is shutter speed. Shutter speed is not the same as your frame rate that your camera's recording at if you're recording a video. Shutter speed is how much time your sensor is exposed to the light during every frame. So if your video is in 60 frames per second, and if your shutter speed is 1/120 seconds, then every frame of the video is basically just going to be a picture that's been taken in 1/120 seconds. Now the second is aperture. Now typically if the aperture is lower, your camera's lens is going to let more light in, but it's also going to have a more shallower depth of field, which means that the image is only focused in certain parts. Now typically with a higher aperture, more parts of your video are going to be in focus, which is more optimal for a landscape if you want everything in your image to be in focus. But higher apertures often let less light in. Now the third thing is ISO. And ISO is the sensitivity of your sensor. So typically the lower your ISO is, the lower the sensitivity of your sensor is, so basically the darker your image is. But typically lower ISOs are also a lot cleaner than higher ISOs. Now higher ISOs are better if you don't have a lot of light, but they introduce a lot of noise in your image. And noise looks a lot like this. Follow for more amazing content.